Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to rank the Everyday Luxuries collection from Bath & Body Works, specifically for wearability for fall. Now, some of you may have had access to these beauties earlier this year. They did a pre-release run of these fragrances, and these are all dupes of luxury fragrances. Now, some of these are more niche dupes, but my gosh, these are all so beautiful. I have had the pleasure of playing with these for the past few months. Now they are available in every store. Now, while I feel like most of these are definitely all year round fragrances, I definitely have a ranking in mind as to what I feel like is the most wearable for fall. So jumping right into it, the first one that I think is probably the least wearable for fall, so number 10 on the wearability for fall list, would be Getaway Soiree. This one has fragrance notes of sun-kissed mandarin, tuberose, and a solar musk. It is definitely a very warm, summery feeling fragrance. Even though it is a very floral type of tone, it gives a very warm feeling. Perfect for this end of summer going into fall time, but I think later into fall and in winter this might feel out of place. Even though it is a very beautiful fragrance, you're going to be wanting to pull it again late spring and in through summer. But as far as fall, girl, you missed the boat. I would say number 9 on this list, ranking in the second worst as a fall fragrance, would have to be On the Horizon. Even though I do find this to be a beautiful fragrance, it's not one that I will be pulling for through fall and winter. This one is another very summery feeling one. This one is very aquatic. This one almost has a masculine lean too, so this is a very unisex fragrance. This does have fragrance notes of watery bergamot, blue lotus, and driftwood moss. This one feels like Acqua di Gio male, the original, and the green Acqua di Gio female blended together. So this one definitely gives me those kinds of vibes, but it is definitely a really nice aquatic fragrance that has been compared to a replica fragrance as well as some other ones. So Replica Boating Day, I believe, is one that people have compared this to. I just feel like this is so much more of a vibrant, summery, aquatic fragrance. This is another one, girl, I think you missed the boat. So this one is number 9 in the ranking of fall wearability. This is one I don't wear often, so I need to refresh my memory, but I feel like this is very bright for a fall and winter type of fragrance. I feel like this is a very bright and juicy fragrance for fall. It feels like it would be a good transition from summer to fall, but I really feel like going into the colder months, this might feel just a little out of place. It's not necessarily one of my favorites of this collection, but it's definitely growing on me. I feel like it will have a time and a place, but it's not fall. Winter may be more a time to wear this, where it is very, very cold, but cozy season feels like more of a gourmand season. This may be layerable with those cookie type of fragrances or other gourmands like that. That might be a nice option with this one, but I feel like wearing it on its own, it's very, very sharp and zingy for fall. This one has fragrance notes of black cherry, sheer magnolia, and tonka bean. You definitely do get the sweetness from the tonka and the floral from the magnolia. It does really have that floral round out. So when you smell it, the cherry's there, the tartness from the cherry's there, but the floral really does round this fragrance out. It is a nice one. Again, it is growing on me, but this one I don't feel is 100% perfect for fall, so this is number 8 on my list. Petal Parade. Now this is definitely one of my favorites from this line, but it's not one I've reached for very recently. This is another one that I feel like has a very special place. This is just really sophisticated. Such a nice fragrance. I like this as a nighttime fragrance, but I don't know that this is a fall time fragrance. This is another one I may be pulling again during winter, but right now it doesn't feel cozy. It feels very girly and elegant, and I want cozy for fall. And this one has fragrance notes of neroli petals, orange flower, and white woods. So it is a really beautiful, delicate, like girly, again, very sophisticated, classy type of fragrance. It's just not one that I want to wear for fall, but it is definitely one of my favorites from this line. Oh Cherry being a Tom Ford dupe, and Petal Parade being a Carolina Herrera Good Girl dupe. The next one I'm not really feeling for fall, but I really loved in the last season was If You Musk. This one has fragrance notes of iris, pink pepper, and airy musk. I believe this was the Glossier You dupe, so this one is a really nice one, and it's definitely another favorite from this collection. I did already go through a bottle of this, so this is my second bottle of this one. I do feel like this is absolutely perfect any time of year. It's not super cozy or gourmand or anything, but I feel like you could still get away with this one during fall, so I'm gonna rank this one number 6. Okay, this is another super sweet, delicate, girly one. Another one I really love but haven't been pulling for lately, so I definitely had to refresh my memory. This one has fragrance notes of blushing jasmine, cashmere praline, and vanilla bourbon. Don't think the vanilla bourbon is strong. It just rounds out those florally notes. This is just so soft, sweet, and girly. I really, really love this. I don't really feel this one for fall, but literally any other season, this would be gorgeous. So I'm going to place this as number 5 because I feel like you could totally get away with it. I personally probably won't be pulling for it much, but overall it is a really perfect year-round fragrance. Pink Obsessed is meant to dupe Born in Roma by Valentino. Floral Fantasy is another one that I've already went through a whole bottle. This is an absolute beauty. This is a Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb dupe. This one has fragrance notes of peach osmanthus, jasmine, and warm patchouli. I love anything with patchouli in there, and this one is just so pretty. It's not that deep, earthy, musky type of patchouli you would think. This is a super floral, gorgeous, girly one. This one is probably the most spot on as far as the dupes go, as far as I've smelled, but again, one of my favorites. I have gone through this one already, one whole bottle, and I do feel like this one is perfect for the colder months. So even though I feel like it's more perfect for winter, I'm still going to be pulling for it for fall. I totally wore this all summer long though, so this is totally a year-round fragrance. I'm putting this one in ranking number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Lost in Santal. This is the Le Labo dupe, and my gosh, this is such an airy, pretty, sandalwoody type of fragrance. This one has fragrance notes of warm cardamom, satin sandalwood, and cedarwood, so it's definitely a really soft, woody fragrance. This is definitely a beautiful unisex type fragrance, and being so soft and woody, I feel like this is a perfect essence for fall. It just gives you the hint of the woods and gives you that like fresh, crisp leaves type of feeling. Not the smell, but the feeling. It's the vibe that this one evokes. Definitely really nice, soft, woody, beautiful. So this one is in the number 3 tops for fall wearability. I love this one, and I didn't at first. I really didn't. I had to let this grow on me, and honestly, I think it is more of a seasonal thing with these fragrances. Some of these fragrances have had to grow on me, but this one, I'm feeling it for fall. Same with this next one. This is Covered in Roses, and you can see that currently this is my biggest dent. This one, I'm definitely feeling it for fall, especially bridging from summer to fall, those summer warm, summer cold kind of days. This is just so good right now. This one has fragrance notes of ruby berries, sugared rosebuds, and blush amber. So definitely a really soft, sweet tea rose, a type of fragrance, and then that amber gives it that like sexy girliness to it. It's just so nice. And I'm not a big rose girly, but this one's so good. I already have a backup of this because I don't want to run out, especially going into the cold months. I'm really feeling this one for fall. Being that it is kind of a tea rosy sweet, it gives a little bit of a hint of a gourmandy rose, and I'm just all about it. So this one comes in at number 2 for fall wearability. And coming in as my top favorite pick, or the most wearable fragrance for fall, is Viva Vanilla. This one is supposed to dupe the Billie Eilish fragrance, and this is absolutely the most beautiful vanilla in my collection right now. I've been wearing this non-stop. This is my second bottle, and this one kind of felt off season wearing it at the end of summer here, but I just loved it so much I couldn't wait. This one has fragrance notes of rich plum, glowing amber, and addictive vanilla, and addictive being the key word here. This is so, so good, and it's so warm. It's deep, it's rich, it has like a musky undertone to it. It's just so good. I can't get enough of this one, and this would definitely be my top recommendation from the Everyday Luxuries luxury dupe line. But this is just my opinion, of course, so if you have smelled these and you have a different idea as to what the best fall ones are, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And if you have any favorites overall from this collection, I'd love to discuss down below. I definitely have mine. But that wraps it up for this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.